Father God, we thank you. Thank you for this session. Thank you for this time. Thank you for this entire series that I've been sharing. I pray that those here are willing to commit to their success. I pray that the equipment goes well. There are no technical issues as well. And we pray that what's shared won't fall on deaf ears, that people would actually take action, Father God, to continue to grow, to do the things you called us to do in the marketplace. The people out there right now looking for us, the people right now looking for everybody who's on this who want to grow, yet they don't have the knowledge or the skill set or the system to find those people, or better yet, how those people find them. And you've given me this through my time, through my expertise, through my trials and tribulations, through my investing in myself, to be able to share this right now today. So I pray that your will is done. We'll share it today, Father God, and those who have ears, let them hear and respond to this message. We thank you, Lord, in Jesus' name, amen. All right, I ready for my sermon? All right, cool. So I got a lot to cover, so I'm gonna be moving almost at light speed. So here, how it works. There's a Q&A box here. If you have questions, type the questions in there. At the very end, we will go over those questions. I'm talking about a lot of stuff today. I'm gonna talk about some really good stuff, some AI stuff, some strategy stuff. So let's dive into it, because I'm combining a lot of content I've been sharing this month all into one. So you guys are actually gonna get the best session, because you're gonna get everything all into one right now. All right. So without further ado, let's get started. Let's get started. All right. All right. Let me turn my slides on. And really quick. Okay. What is this? Someone tell me what this is really quick. What is this? Type in the chat. Now, I do a lot of call and response too. So type in the chat. What is this? Someone tell me what you think this might be. Type in the chat what you think this is. And I'm going to share why I shared this. There was, type in the chat what you think this is really quick. Type in the chat. But there was a passenger, all right, who sat next to a woman, and she had this very unusual ring on her middle finger of her left hand. And when the individual commented on it, she told him that it was her wedding ring. So the man asked, and why do you have it on the wrong finger? Well, the woman replied, I married the wrong guy. She married the wrong guy, so she put a ring on the wrong finger. Now, yeah, somebody said mood rings. And then you notice it's, and now, why am I sharing this? Here's the deal. Given all the disappointing results, many of us have been facing, experiencing online when it comes to marketing online, sales online, growing our business online, right? Is it fair to ask you this? Is it fair to ask, are you married to the wrong guy? In other words, are you married to the wrong strategy today, and you're blinded by it, and for some reason you think you got to keep doing it, and you're hitting your head on the wall and hoping that what you're doing will finally take off? If you're here, I can pretty much guarantee you're probably married to the wrong strategy, and that's the reason why you're not getting the results that you want. Now, when it comes to marketing online, now let me know if that makes sense. Did that make sense? Let me know if that makes sense. Hopefully that made sense. Okay. Now, really quick, I'm going to do this really quick, just in case some of you guys may be here for the first time or checking me out. You know, a lot of you guys know me. If you know me already, type in the chat number 2. If you're familiar with me, type in the chat number 2. If you're brand new to me, type in number 3 right now. Type in number 3 in the chat, so I know who I'm talking to. Really quick, I'm going to breeze through this just in case. It might be some of your first time checking me out. But who am I, and what gives me the reason to stand in front of you with authority and share this with you today? Well, number one, I am Chris Harold. I live here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. Stay up, not that far from where the Dallas Cowboys play America's team, right here in the deep in the heart of Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas. And this is my wife and my kids here. My wife Shalon, and our 3 kids, Brianna, Caleb, and Josiah. So my wife and I have been married over 20 years now. And we got a daughter about to graduate high school in literally 2 days, our oldest. So, and I got a son who had a birthday on the same day of my graduation day. So got an interesting day coming up this week. I'm also a full-time online marketing coach. I've helped over 2,000 clients and students for my courses and program. But I personally have a high performance program called the Rapid Success System, which is the #1 platform for Christian coaches, consultants, course creators, and experts today who are struggling with inconsistent sales. I help them basically land your dream clients, and literally in 90 days or less. We have clients who've created, 6-figure businesses in a short amount of time with this as well. But this is what I do. I've been full-time as an online marketing consultant and business coach since 2016. So I love what I do. I love transforming lives, and I love helping people with the gift and talent and that God has given me. Also, I'm a best-selling author, Kingdom Affirmations. How many of you guys have my book? You got my book, best-selling book, Kingdom Affirmations, How to Activate the Power of Heaven on Earth in Your Words. If you don't have it, and after this is done and everything like this, feel free to go to kingdomaffirmations.com and get a copy of my best-selling book, and I got some other stuff for you there as well. But I'm also a best-selling author. I got a couple books out. I got another book coming out later this year called Kingdom Marketing Secrets as well. So but then I do a few other things. But here's the deal. Things have not always been this great. Not that long ago, I had $12.06 to my name, 13 days before Christmas, and my wife and I were in a divorce. I was depressed. I was mad at the world. I didn't understand why my business kept on failing, no matter how hard I worked, no matter how much I served in church, no matter how much I gave and tithed and did all the good stuff, all the good religious duties, I still was struggling and just barely getting by. And too many people who love God barely get by, and that's not a good thing. That doesn't line up with the God of the Bible. And so I was frustrated. And it got to the point where I really I actually got to the point where I wanted to end my life. I would never forget that day. I called the suicide hotline, and literally they told me that I was caller 54, please hold. And when they told me that, I had an epiphany. And my epiphany was, if I'm caller 54, that means there are 53 other people also thinking of taking a permanent solution to a temporary problem. And I didn't want to go down that road. And so after that, I shut everything down. God told me trust and obey. And I didn't do anything for several weeks. I just sought God and didn't do anything. This was literally about 2 or 3 years ago. 2 or 3 years ago. My business went complete zero. I lost every client that I had. And it came to a point where I had to make a decision. And I call this decision my 3K in a day decision. And actually, it was 3 decisions. First decision was I decided that I had to stop praying for success and expect God to bring a miracle. And I knew I needed help. So I made a decision that I needed help. I needed guidance. I needed personal mentoring and coaching so I can get the best results possible. Second thing, I decided to scrape up every dollar that I could have access to invest in an online marketing mentor at that time. And it didn't matter, all the cash, credit, Visa, Uncle MasterCard, drain money out of 401ks, sold possessions on Craigslist, borrowed from family. I didn't care because I knew I needed to change my life, and it wasn't going to happen for free. So I needed to invest a whole lot of money by the amount of a car note, not a car note, by the amount of buying a car. I had to invest tens of thousands of dollars to get the information that I needed. And I knew I needed personal coaching and mentoring, and I had to pay for it. I couldn't expect it to come for free, so I had the right mindset. As I was able to attract the right mentor, and they told me their fee, and I had to get the money to pay it. It was either I pay it or I keep staying stuck. It's that darn simple, right? And so I paid the money, I invested the money. I'm so glad that I didn't make excuses. I didn't say I didn't have the money. I didn't whine, I didn't cry. I didn't say, okay, God will give it later. No, I knew I needed what to do. And I changed my situation right there because I knew I needed to change. And literally a few weeks later, I had my very first $3,000 day online. And I went on to earn as much as $32,000 in a single day online so far. And it's just some of the payments that have come in for my business. I mean, payments coming in at $1,500, $2,500, $5,000, $3,000, $3,000, $3,000, $4,000, and on $5,000, $10,000, $10,000, $10,000, and on and on and on. And things have dramatically shifted and changed in my business because God gave me a new method, a new way to market. And now, today, I've been able to incorporate artificial intelligence with it as well to grow. And so God gave me something new that nobody else was really doing. and it's changed my life and my business. It did over $100,000 in a 59-day span. I can remember having a job, and my job was paying me like $30,000 a year. I did over $100,000 in a 59-day span. That's an amazing statistic. Why? Because statistics say less than 3% of all online coaches, consultants, course creators, experts, people have an online business, less than 3% earn $100,000 a year. This is proven. Look it up. Less than 3% of all online entrepreneurs have a six-figure business. I was able to create a six-figure business in 59 days by the same method and strategy I'm going to share with you today. So I obviously know what the heck I'm talking about because I produce results. I've been able to help tons of people. I've been to speak on stages for entrepreneurs and business owners across the country, interview for documentaries, events, podcasts, radio shows, masterminds, all that stuff. I've helped over 2,000 entrepreneurs create more success online. There's 2,000 paid customers, students, and clients since I've been full-time. And I'm really driven to help others create an eternal legacy using my Rapid Success System, which is my flagship program as well. Because it's all about creating eternal impact. I've been able to take my family on amazing vacations, been able to buy my dream car. I was able to take us to a $10,000 1-week oceanfront condo right there in the Gulf of Mexico. Top right there, my wife and I in Mexico vacationing. Bottom right there, it's us at Universal Studios. Bottom left is us, my family and I in Mexico on another trip there. Been able to mentor youth, which is pretty awesome. Been able to give back to my community. I coach both of my sons' sports teams, football, basketball, baseball. So I'm able to coach both of my sons and other kids as well. So which is pretty awesome, and also give back to the church, helping the youth. And more importantly, I'm able to give to the poor. This here's a group in Kenya I've been supporting financially due to the results in my business. And when I had COVID, they sent me this picture here with this sign that says, "We are praying for your rapid recovery here in Kenya, Brother Chris. We have witnessed God's healing power. By the stripes of Jesus, you will be healed." And this is what really matters. This is what really counts. Who here will want to give more? Who here wants to earn more to do more good in the world? Say me, type in the chat right now if you want to earn more in your business, not just for yourself. That's awesome. Have a nice car, nice house, nice vacation. That's fabulous. God has no issue with that. But imagine if you can do more for the others who can't do for themselves. See, that's what really matters. So yeah, let me see some me. So see, that what really matters, guys. That what really matters. And I'm telling you, this method and technique that I'm going to share with you will do it for you if you do it right. If you do it right. Now, here's the deal. So here is the dealio. Yeah, and I'm going to share some more stuff with you too. So nearly 500K. All right, so here's the deal, my friend. When building a business online, there are 3 things you need to focus on. Take your pen and pad out. 3 things you need to focus on. All right, and they are traffic, funnel, and sales. I'm gonna go through this kind of quick. Traffic, funnel, and sales. All right, 3 things you need to focus on: traffic, funnel, and sales. When I say, oops, my son messing with my iPad. That's what happens. You get the kids messing with your stuff, making my stuff all fat, looking all crazy in front of y'all. All right, traffic. It's still too big. All right, cool. Here we go. Traffic, funnel, and sales. All right. Traffic, funnel, and sales. Those are the 3 things you have to focus on if you're going to grow your business. Now, when it comes to sales, let's reverse engineer this thing. Let's start at sales. When it comes to sales, the old way of selling, people will literally do this. I'm going to go through this really quick. And old way of sales, around 2013, people will you would send people to a sales page, right, to go buy, and you hope people will buy. And about 10 years ago, this method would work. Literally, you could send people to a sales page, and people will go buy, about 10 years ago. Then around 2016 or so, and it got really thin on me. All right, 2016, webinars came. And what webinars, you would send people to go watch a webinar, and then you would make your pitch for your offer at $19.97 or $9.97 or whatever the amount, right? And mostly 95% of the webinar was pitch. Who can relate? Was anybody online in 2019 and you hopped on webinars around, I'm not 2016, 2017, and literally 95% of it was pitch? If you know that's true, type in the comments, yes, 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 right? And I remember hopping on these webinars, and you on there for 3 hours, and it's all pitch, 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 right? They hype it up, tell you how good it's gonna be, and all they do is pitch. They talk for 5 minutes about something. They literally 95% is all pitch, right? And so these were how you will market online to try to get clients and customers. But the problem is this: today, in 2023, people are resistant to this now. People are resistant to you just doing a post, right? You try to do a post like this and have people go buy a pitch, watch some little 5-minute video of VSL, right? People are resistant to that. Also, people are resistant to hopping on some 3-hour webinar with you pitching all day because they know most webinars were junk. They were not good, right? Because the problem with this model is that there was no value. There was no value with this old model. No value given up front. It was just pitch, 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 right? And people wised up, people got smart, and people don't want to fool with that. So here's the deal. If you want to sell more today, you want to sell more online today in your business, these are things that are required. They're not optional. They're not recommended. These are required. These are required. You got to give value up front. That's mandatory. You got to get something I call results in advance. This is simply what I teach all my clients and students. We help our clients, our potential clients, get results in advance without them having to invest in our coaching or consulting or professional services program upfront. We give them results, which separates us from 99% of everybody else out there. Because 99% of everybody that's out there are not giving people results in advance because they want you to buy. Also, you got to give quick wins. You have to give potential clients quick wins. They have to have some ahas. They have to have some epiphanies. They have to have some victories. Because if they do, something happens. Oh, I'm going to come back to that. Put it there. And also, the next thing, you have to create, and this is so vitally important, a buying environment. See, you can create a buying environment, and you have to. See, buying it is emotional. You justify buying with logic, but you buy with emotion. So you have to create an environment where people feel like buying. Because if you do, you're able to increase this, the KNT factor. What is the KNT factor? The know, like, KNT, KLT. Like a Kentucky Fried Chicken, KLT. The know, like, and trust factor. See, people do business with those who they trust. So you have to have a system of sales process that will allow people to trust you in that process. Now, let me know if that's making sense. If that making sense, type a #1 in the chat right now. Let me know if let me know if you guys are getting this. Type in the chat a #1 if that's making sense. Type in a #1 if that's making sense. See, why is this so important? It's so important because there's something called a sales scale. Okay? A sales scale. Now, here's the deal. Every potential client, some folks say prospect, but everybody is on this sales scale. And typically, the way it goes, when you're at 0, this is someone's cold who doesn't really know you that much, right? Your goal is to get them over here to where they're hot and where they're a 10, because if they're hot and a 10, this is where they're ready to buy. So your goal is to take someone who is a cold potential client and turn them into a hot buyer. Now here's the deal. This needs to be done fast in order to make sales. You ever heard the phrase, success loves speed, money loves speed? Well, the problem is this. There are a lot of techniques and methods online today that are super slow, and it don't take people to this fast enough for them to buy. See, you want something that can take you from 0 to 10 just like that. Literally, you want something that can take someone from 0 to 10 in a matter of hours, in a matter of days. And I can tell you this, you can try VSLs, video sales letters. They won't do it. They won't take someone from 0 to 10 fast. Also, what else won't do it? PDFs, cheat sheets, guides, those lead magnets people tell you to do, doesn't do it either. What else won't do it? Your traditional webinars don't do it either, right? What else won't do it? Sending people DMs won't do it. What else won't do it? Content marketing, posting 9 times a day on social media, hoping somebody sees it, going live daily, starting Facebook groups, all that stuff doesn't do it. It doesn't take these people from 0 to 10 fast. It doesn't do it. And so they convert very slow. And I'm assuming you want sales now. If you want sales now, say yes. I'm assuming you want sales now, right? So you got to have a method that takes people from 0 to 10 very quickly. Does that make sense? So in sales, you got to understand that I need some kind of system that's going to take you from 0 to 10, from a non-buyer to a buyer. If that makes sense, let me know. All right. Now, here is the deal. Let's talk about the second thing, which is the funnel. Here is the deal, my friend. And when I say funnel, I'm not talking about some website software. That is only a piece of the funnel. Your funnel is your sales process. It's your vehicle. It's what you use to take someone at 0 to 10 to become a buyer. And I can tell you today, if you're a coach, this is in my words, who here is a coach, a consultant, a course creator, an expert, a speaker or leader, a service provider? Who here fits that? If you're a coach, a consultant, a course creator, a service provider, an expert, a speaker or something like that, who here is that? Because that's who I primarily help anyway. Because what I'm about to share with you, it's a #1 process for coaches, consultants, course creators, experts, leaders, professional service providers. The #1 process to take people that is called virtual events. Virtual events are king. It's better than webinars. It's better than video sales letters. We'll talk about that in a minute. It's better than PDFs. It's better than content marketing, going live daily, posting on social media daily. It's better than It's better than sending people cold DMs, with these scripts and all that crap. It's better trying to launch a group. It's better than any other sales process today. And here is why, really quick. Here is why, really, really quick. #1, you're able to bring people to an environment where you have their attention. If you're trying to build a business on social media, like Facebook groups or sending DMs or things of that nature, right? You have no control of that, right? And so the problem with that is that it's too much noise online today. Who here knows that it's overwhelming online today? It's thousands of stuff in the feed. It's so much noise. Who agrees? Say me, if you agree. There's too much noise today online. There's so much stuff in the feed, so much noise. And if you contribute to that, you're just gonna get lost. Type in the chat right now if you know it's too much noise. Yeah, so it's so easy, guys, to get distracted by this mug here. Literally. I could be in your group, on your post, all of a sudden I get notified, a ding, something like this, and what? I'm distracted. This thing distracts you. So it's too many distractions on social media. With a virtual event, you have control of their environment. Also, you're able to offer tremendous value beforehand. See, when you give people results in advance, it's a novel concept, but the best way you can help people is by actually helping people. So you're able to demonstrate you can help them by actually helping them, by giving them quick wins, by giving them ahas, by giving them breakthroughs. And a virtual event is the best environment, the best process for you to do that. Because again, when people get wins, their mindset is this: if I'm getting this for free or for a very little amount of money, I wonder what it's like to be in Chris's main program. See, when you give people value and they get ahas, they get nuggets, they get breakthrough. See, you don't get that kind of stuff from a webinar. You don't get that kind of stuff from a Facebook post. You don't get that kind of stuff, from a PDF, some cheat sheet or a guide, right? But you can give tremendous value and breakthrough where people are like, oh my good, people have shifts and they trust you more. They want to be around you more. They're like, well, if I'm getting this for 1 day, 3 days, 5 days or whatever, right? I wonder what it's like to be around you for the next 6 weeks, for the next 6 months. See, that's the mindset people have, and it only will happen by leveraging virtual events. Beautiful thing about this too, when you make your offer to your main program, your course, or your coaching, consulting program, your professional services, right? You only make it to those who attend, pretty much attend the whole thing, or attend when you make the offer. So if you got a 5-day, say, virtual event, right? You may make your offer on day 5. Well, if people don't show up, if someone don't show up for 1 day, good, they need to leave. Because they were not going to buy from you anyway. They proved to be a tire kicker, right? They were willing to commit, right? But someone shows up day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, and you make your offer, what's the likelihood that they're going to buy from you? Very high. They're hot now. They are hot like fire. Because why? They've been getting feedback from you. They've been getting wins from you. They've been getting transformation from you, right? And now they want this to continue. They don't want this to stop after 1 day or 3 days or 5 days. They're like, no, I want this to keep going. And so you're only gonna make your offer to those who are the hottest. Let me know if that makes sense. That right there is a game changer. You're not wasting your time with tire kickers doing discovery calls, doing sales calls, doing strategy sessions with tire kickers who don't want to invest in themselves, who don't want to buy anything, who just want to take your time for free. You're not wasting your time with tire kickers. Only ones that are going to buy are the ones who show up and the ones you make your offer to. So it's a game changer. It positions you as an authority. You are automatically positioned as an authority while hosting a virtual event. So you don't have to know everything. You don't have to be a 6-figure earner, 6-figure plus earner, 7-figure earner, 7-figure plus earner, or 8-figure earner. You don't have to be that. All you need to know is 2 things more than your audience. And this platform automatically will position you as an authority when it's set up right. And people want to learn from authority figures, people who they perceive to be an authority figure. So it will position you as an authority figure, and people will buy from you, and you're not chasing them, you're not prospecting, none of the other crazy stuff people tell you to do online today, chase people down, sending DMs and all that craziness. It grows your tribe. See, you ever heard the phrase, the money's in your list? Well, that is true. You're able to build out a list of people who just like you, who value what you value, who hate what you hate, who like what you like, right? And also you're able to create your tribe, people who vibe with you, right? So you want a tribe of people who vibe with you, because you don't want to be around people who don't want to get with you, right? And see, it's okay being polarizing. A lot of folks have a problem being polarizing. No, you want to be polarizing. That's why at the beginning, I said what I had to say. So those who don't fit the kind of student I like, they need to leave. If they're a freebie seeker, just coming to take something, they get mad when somebody make an offer and all this kind of stuff. I want those people to leave. I want them to leave my webinar right now. Why? Because they're not the kind of person who I want to pour into, because they got their own mindset. They're takers. They're leeches. I don't want people like that in my community. So you don't want people. So it's okay being polarizing. Tell folks what you stand for and stand on it. Does that make sense? See, stop trying to straddle the fence, because if you're a man, that's going to hurt. And your woman will be a little bit painful too. So be willing to stand for your values and share your values and articulate those to people, because what's going to happen is you're going to attract the ones who vibe with you and get with you, and the ones who don't, they're going to leave. And you want them to leave, because you don't want people in your community who don't vibe with you. Does that make sense? Let me know if that makes sense. Type in yes if that makes sense. It gives you stage experience. So you got a problem speaking in front of people, right? You know, those fears, it allow you to give you valuable stage experience as well. And more importantly, guys, it allows you to create transformation quickly. Our virtual events have created so much transformation for people. It's literally blown our minds. People have cried. People have gotten shifts. People have gotten so much transformation. See, you don't get transformation from information online. See, there's a lot of information online. YouTube's full of it. But you know what YouTube cannot give your potential client? YouTube cannot give your potential client transformation. It just can't. Because it's an information platform. But you know what? People are looking for transformation today because they're overwhelmed with information. There's too much information online today. People don't want more information. They want transformation. And the virtual events is perfect for giving transformation. If you love to teach, you love to impact lives, right? And you want to be positioned as an authority, there's no better sales process to use than virtual events. So that's just some of the reasons. It actually is more. But again, I'm trying to condense this training because I got so much to talk about in this training. But that just is so much more, guys, to this and how this literally can shift and change everything for you. All right. Now, let's see here. Is this good? Is this valuable? Are you guys getting this? Is this making sense? Let me know if this is making sense. Type in the chat if this is making sense and if this is good. Say yes, 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 Chris. Let me know. Let me know you follow me if this is making sense. See, the guys, the difference when you use this sales process as your vehicle, everybody else, here's their mentality. Sell, sell, sell up front. Get the results you want when you buy my product. Did y'all catch that? Everybody else, when they pitch you to buy, the mindset is sell, sell, sell now. When you get my product, now you can get some results. Virtual events is like give value, value, value now, transformation now. And people are saying, hey, I want to buy. I want to join. Literally, when I've done my virtual events, people reached out to me and said, hey, are you making an offer? How can I join your program? I'm saying, yeah, I'm getting to that. Just keep showing up. Literally, when you do this right, people will reach out to you because they get so much transformation. They're like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. Matter of fact, let me play a video to you really quick to show you how powerful virtual events are when done right. Let me play this video for you. This is one I've done. And literally, this was after day number 1. All right, this was after day number 1. We only did 1 day. Listen to this. This young lady here in the red, her name is Adina Collins. She's a financial consultant. That's me right here. Listen to what she has to say.
But I realized that with what I do financial and business coaching, and with what I do, my area is economy and as well as education. So, so thank you so much for taking time to be able to do this. I mean, quite honestly, as a coach, this truly should be valued at least $7,500.
And that's only 1 day.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
$7,500 in 1 day.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, it is. I mean, people would pay for this for masterminds.
Yes, they would.
Yes. So thank you so much.
Yes, they would. Wow. Wow. I can't wait till they get to day 7 there. It's gonna be worth about $100,000 minimum, baby. Are y'all saying $100,000 check? Day 7, I want $100,000 PayPal notice from all of y'all.
Want to do it?
Yeah, but that does. Yeah, I mean, it is true. I'm diving a whole lot more. A lot of stuff I'm sharing. No one will ever share this stuff with you. What did she say, guys? What did she say? She said 1 day was worth how much? $7,500. 1 day. See, this is how impactful this stuff is when done right. When people will say, man, this should be worth $7,500 after 1 day. I've had people after 2 days say, hey, how much is your one-on-one program? I'm willing to pay it. I say, my one-on-one program is $24,000. They say, okay, I'll wire you the money. After 2 days in my virtual event, sent $24,000. After 2 days. And this person didn't know me from Adam. They never heard of me before, never saw me before online. They attended my virtual event. After 2 days, was willing to wire me $24,000. Where else does that happen? That won't happen on a DM with Facebook. That won't happen while you're doing content marketing, posting 9 times a day on social media. That won't happen from a traditional webinar. That won't happen from doing video sales letters. That won't happen from PDFs. Where else does that happen? Where a stranger who doesn't know you in another city, another country, we're willing to invest thousands of dollars with you. Why? Because you gave so much transformation so fast. And you see, when God gave me this, everything changed for me. Because I was doing everything else people were telling me to do. Going live daily, doing content marketing, doing traditional webinars, doing VSLs, posting 8 times a day, going on Clubhouse, doing Instagram Live. I mean, doing everything, killing myself. Killing myself, because that's what they told me to do. And I struggle. Boy. Now, am I helping somebody? Because it would behoove you to learn what I'm sharing. See, my business is not complicated anymore. Here's the deal. I've done VSLs. Matter of fact, let me share some more stuff with you, because I don't think y'all hearing me. I don't think y'all hearing me. Y'all still want to do all that other stuff. This is the VSL. This is mine. It's a 15-minute, a VSL means a video sales letter. It's like a 5, 10, or 15-minute video where you're sharing on this and you're trying to pick someone to buy. There are people out there now telling you to go do this.
Hey, let me show you something.
All right, it's a video. I got to let someone go buy, a button for them to go buy. I've done video sales letters. I'm going to show you some numbers in a minute. Also, I was told, hey, go create yourself a PDF download, a cheat sheet or a guide, right? This is a great, they say, oh, this is a great lead magnet. You're going to get a lot of clients this way. I said, okay, let me go and do that too. So I created that. Well, let me show you some results of my VSL as well as the PDF download cheat sheet. See, this says $. This is inside the marketing funnel. See, $2. Two different pages, $. How many sales do you see? And I went back to December 1st, 2020. I went back to December 1st of 2020. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Also, I was told, hey, Chris, you need to go do a traditional webinar, right? Go do a webinar, your traditional webinar, all this kind of stuff, and sell your stuff on there. That's okay. I did a webinar. I paid $14,000 to get in this guy program who's supposed to be a webinar guru. I learned this model. I put it into play because, wow, I'm an action taker. And I went and did this webinar. And this is the software we use for the webinar, Webinar Jam and EverWebinar. So I pulled up some statistics. I want to show you this. Had over 10,000 people come to the page, hundreds of registrants. Let me show you how many sales this webinar has made. Sales from the live room, 0. Sales from the replay room, 0. I did everything they told me to do, yet 0. All right. What else? Well, then I decided to do virtual events. Now, virtual events are like, okay, that's my client page. Let me go. That's webinar thing. All right. I decided to do virtual events. And I go back to the same time frame. And this is Stripe. See my name, Christopher Harrell, right here? This is Stripe. Stripe is a merchant provider online. Processes payments. Since I began launching this one method, this merchant has processed $337,400. $419.16 to be exact. So something pop up right there. Yeah. $337,000, $419.16. All right. Also, I use PayPal as another merchant. This is PayPal. I went back from the same time frame. And I said, okay, how much got processed through PayPal? PayPal, $125,980. All right. Also, I've had clients who wired me money. They sent me money Walmart to Walmart and send me money cash out. Listen, I don't discriminate. If you want to invest in yourself, we'll find a way, right? So you can send the money Morse code or via pigeon if you want, you know? And so let's do some numbers. Let's say 126,000. Over here, 337, let's say 400. All right. That comes out to 463,400. I've had another 40,000 come through wire transfers and Walmart to Walmart, Cash App, all those other things. So let's do the math. Plus 40,000. That's over $500,000 from one method. And I've done everything under the sun, guys. I've done everything under the sun. This vehicle works. This sales process works. And the quality of your leads are way better too. The bottom line is this, guys. This works. This stuff works. And so I want to show you some real numbers. No hype, some real numbers. Because here's the deal. Here's the deal. The marketing funnel and system that we use is really simple. Now I call mine KVEs, Kingdom Virtual Event, because actually it's a kingdom method. The Bible says to taste and see that the Lord is good. This is a taste and see method. Taste and see, because people get to taste and see what you're all about. And that's why it's so powerful, because they ain't got to drop 10 grand, 5 grand, 2 grand, 15 grand, whatever it is, the amount of your program. They get to taste and see and experience you first, right? And so it's an amazing, amazing vehicle. But here's the deal. This is what my marketing funnel looks like. Basically, I generate targeted traffic. We'll talk about that more in a second. They come to a registration page for the virtual event. At the same time, they get put on my email list. And then they attend my virtual event. Then I make the offer. A percentage of those people invest in themselves to keep working with me. It's that simple. It's not overcomplicated, my friend. Like people out there trying to make it stuff online today. It's so much overwhelming complications, complicated things people telling you to do right now online. I did all that crap. That's why I lost all my hair. Here's the deal. It's not just me having great success with this. I'm going to show you some results on my clients and in my Rapid Success System program as well. But let me show you how simple the pages are that we're doing. Because you're like, man, this sounds too good. This sounds awesome. Yeah, it is. All right. Here's my client, Frederick Gaines. He's in Philadelphia. He just finished a virtual event. He just began launching it this year. He's done over $60,000. He's done over $60,000. The most he had ever earned in his business was $9,000. And he's been coaching clients for a few years. He's done over $60,000 now to date. And he's crushing it now. But simple page. This is the page we use. Here's another client. This is Neo. She's a divorce coach. And she went through a tough divorce herself. And now she helps other women get through separation and divorce. And she did a 2-day event. And this is the page we use. And I'm going to share some more stuff with her later. She got 2 brand new clients from her very first virtual event. And this is Shalandia. She's a business strategist. And she did an image 5-day virtual event to help you with your image impact intensive. And it's a simple page. It's a simple page. It doesn't go complicated. And this is one of my virtual events called Get Visible with Virtual. It's a 5-day virtual event. And you can see that this is the actual real stuff we use. People go here, they attend the thing for free, and this is what we do. It's that freaking simple, my friend. That freaking simple. Now, so that's the second point. We talked about sales. We talked about your funnel now, which is your vehicle, your sales process, which you got to use to take someone from 0 to 10. Fastest way to do that today online is virtual events. And it's actually the cheapest. It's not as unlike a in-person live event. Live events are great. Live events are phenomenal, right? And you can do very, very well and get a lot of revenue from live events. But you know what? Live events are very expensive. You got to pay for a room, right? Then people got to be willing to pay for an airline ticket, pay for a hotel stay, pay for food, pay for a ticket for your event. They're hard to put on. And unless you have a multiple 6-figure plus business, it's not advisable. Virtual event, you can do it with a freaking phone. Everybody got a phone, guys. So, and you create the same experiences as you do an in-person event. So it's a no-brainer. But let's talk about the third thing. Am I helping somebody? Is somebody getting help here tonight? Let me know. Is this good stuff? Let me know. Type in the chat. Yes, yes, yes. Is this good? We're just getting started. We're just getting started. Type in the chat. This is good. Type in the chat. We don't want to go. All right. All right. So here's the deal. Who here wants to find more clients? Who here has this question? Chris, say, Chris, how can I find more clients? Who here has that question? Type in the chat, you got that question. Yeah, type in the chat. Well, here is the deal, my friend. I feel you, but this is the wrong question to ask.